on the picture, souvenir picture, I wrote, "Why, my Lord? What have I ever done to deserve your loving call?" 50 years ago, Jesus called me to follow him. On 16th of August, on the birthday of Don Bosco, I made my first religious profession as a Salesian brother. But what have I done to deserve this loving call? I was an ordinary boy of 16 years of age, with intellectual capacity below the average, I would say. My virtues and holiness were not those of St. Dominic Savio. There were many classmates of mine who were more capable and holier than I was. Then, why has the Lord chosen me? Often I've asked to myself this question. What answer? No answer. Rather, it was only the initiative of God, not based on my merits or virtues, but entirely on His goodness. For this loving call of Jesus, and for giving me the grace to answer yes, I invite you to praise and thank Him. In 1963, I had the privilege to know Brother V.S. Matthew, who at that time was in Italy for 2 years training in the press department, in the same house of Colle Don Bosco where I was, and also his brother Valeri has been. He invited me to go to India. After prayer and reflection, the Holy Spirit inspired me to accept also this second invitation. After 6 months of paperwork, the Indian government granted me a regular visa for India. I reached Shillong on 17th of July 1966. Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you? All the kindness you have shown in these past years of my religious life. Again, I have to recognize that it was the initiative and love of God towards me and the intercession of our Blessed Mother Mary and of St. John Bosco that I was able to do some good in the communities where I was and persevere in my vocation. From my side, I have to admit that not always I have been very faithful to my commitment and very docile to the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. For all these failures, I ask pardon from God. I have asked already. In the past, Jesus was calling apostles from abroad to spread His gospel message. Now, He calls people from your state, from all the tribes of Northeast India. He calls you, dear aspirants. He calls you to be His apostles, as brothers or priests in the Salesian congregation. The vocation of the Salesian brother is great and precious in the eyes of God as the priestly vocation. Humanly speaking, priestly vocation might appear more dignified, more attractive, and more appealing than brother's vocation. But in the eyes of God, it is not so. Both are equally noble and precious. What matters is the way of living the vocation, is the amount of love and dedication one puts in performing